ageLOC is now the culmination of my understanding of how the aging process happens, and it's not just about identifying the problem or the root cause of aging, but also finding a solution that can actually solve that problem. When somebody tells you that you look old, you are startled. You don't realize it. When you think about it, it's like we are losing time. Everybody somewhere in the world requires something that can improve their quality of life. There's always going to be somebody. When I look at aging, it hits home for me because over the last 12 months, I've lost some really loved family members. My dad really, in a way, somewhat suffered for about almost a year before he passed away, and his quality of life was not there. He could barely recognize me when I talked to him. Seeing him in that state brings home that ageLOC is something more than just another project for me. We are who we are because of our genes, and we don't see them. We don't see these genes, but they're such powerful influences of how we live and how our quality of life is being regulated. For the people that I love and the people that I have known throughout my lives, my parents-in-laws and so on, I think the most important thing for me that I can give them as a personal gift is the quality of life. If only I have been able to sort of help my dad, for example, to have just an improvement in his quality of life, I think he would have passed away a little bit happier. Who knows? But clearly, ageLOC is quite personal.
People, product,
culture,
too.
Talking about new generation.
Our opportunities right for you.
Talking about new generation.
Demonstrate our difference in every way.
Talking about new generation. ageLOC news gets here to stay. Talking about new generation.
New generation, baby. Our distributors are the best.
Talking about new generation.
Risk and success is above the rest.
Talking about new
Generation.
Anti-aging's our innovation. Talking about new generation.
Come and join our new generation.
Talking about new generation. Talking about new generation.
Talking about new generation.
Talking about new generation.
Talking about new generation.
I feel this laughing.
Talking about new generation. Talking about new generation.
Talking about generation.
Talking about new generation.
Talking about new generation.
Talking about new generation. Talking about new generation. That's all you get.
our very founding was based on innovation. We've always wanted to be, 10 steps ahead of everybody else in our innovation. That from the second we finished the demolition for the last building, that was a really fun thing. We got in tractors and knocked walls down and stuff, and we've been plotting how can we knock down another building. And so today that came to fruition.
It was a beautiful thing. Big cloud of dust.
This is just another step in that direction, having world-class facilities where we can do things that nobody else can do. We wanted something that was really clean and sort of futuristic, that represented the kind of innovation that we do as a company, which is, ultra-modern, ahead of its time. And we wanted the building to feel that way.
We were able to acquire the street in between the two blocks, which will allow us to build a beautiful atrium that will allow people to come and go from both sides of the building without having to go out in weather. But not only that, be within this beautiful environment where they can meet and eat and greet, and where we can hold events and so forth. It's going to be a wonderful place for us to create community. I've been impressed. Truman's been insistent all along the way that whatever we do, that it be a landmark that we build here.
It was a much bigger number than we hit.
That's what surprised me about Truman. We found cheaper architects building cheaper buildings, but now he went for the most expensive one.
That's the only odd question. All the rest of us loved it. But to have Truman say, yeah, let's go with the larger budget. There's something fishy. We wanted someone who'd been involved in really cool projects like the Apple buildings. We've always liked the Apple computer buildings. We want people who could do that kind of look and feel that we thought matched nicely with who we are.
It's our hope that when distributors bring their contacts around the company to kick the tires and so forth, that this innovation center will reinforce the vision that they've already projected about who the company is. And that is an innovative, forward-looking company that's building into the future rather than relying upon its past.
It's just going to be a delightful place for everybody to get creative.